Welcome! Get ready to explore a powerful strategy that can transform how we approach behavior. Today, we're breaking down the fancy term antecedent intervention. Don't let the jargon intimidate you. We're going to make it crystal clear. It's not rocket science. In fact, it's surprisingly intuitive once you grasp the core idea. At its heart, it just means setting things up for success before problems start. It's all about creating an environment that encourages positive behavior from the get-go. Think of it like packing a snack, so you don't get hangry later. You're anticipating a need and meeting it proactively. That's an antecedent intervention. It's a simple concept with profound implications. It's about being proactive, not reactive, and taking control of the situation before it controls you. Playing chess, not checkers. Thinking several moves ahead to influence the outcome. If we can prevent challenging behaviors before they start by understanding their triggers and patterns, everyone's day goes smoother. Less stress, more harmony, and a more positive environment for everyone involved. For example, if you get distracted by your phone while studying, and you know this is a recurring issue, put it in another room first. Remove the temptation entirely. Problem solve before it starts. A simple adjustment, but a powerful preventative measure. The goal is to make positive behaviors easy, and challenging ones less likely. We want to create a pathway of least resistance towards desired actions. Instead of waiting for a meltdown, which can be stressful for everyone, ask what usually leads to it. What are the common antecedents, the warning signs? Then change that trigger ahead of time. Modify the environment or the routine to minimize the likelihood of the challenging behavior occurring. Maybe bring headphones to a noisy store to reduce sensory overload, or break homework into smaller steps, making the task less daunting and more manageable. It's about kindness, understanding, and a proactive approach to supporting positive behavior, and setting everyone up to win, creating a supportive environment where success is more attainable. Antecedent interventions are for teachers to create a more conducive learning environment, parents to foster positive interactions and reduce family stress, and anyone who wants less stress and more success. It's a universally applicable strategy. It's not magic, it's smart planning, a thoughtful and deliberate approach to shaping behavior. Set the stage for good behavior by carefully considering the environment and potential triggers, and watch everyone shine. Witness the positive impact of proactive planning. Let's dive into the building blocks of behavior and explore how antecedent interventions can create a more positive and supportive world around us. Let's break down some key terms that form the building blocks of behavior modification. Understanding these concepts is crucial for creating positive change, whether you're working with children, students, or even yourself. We'll explore practical strategies that can be easily implemented in various settings. Antecedent exercise. Get moving before a tough task. Physical activity can be a powerful tool to improve focus and reduce restlessness. It's a simple yet effective way to prepare the mind and body for challenges ahead. A few jumping jacks before class can help kids focus. This is because exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improving cognitive function and attention span. It's a great way to channel energy and create a more conducive learning environment. Antecedent intervention. The big umbrella. Changing things before a behavior happens. This involves proactively modifying the environment or situation to prevent undesirable behaviors from occurring in the first place. It's about setting the stage for success. Behavioral momentum, or high P, ask for a few easy things first, then the harder one. By starting with tasks that are easily achievable, you build confidence and momentum, making it more likely that the individual will tackle the more challenging task. Success builds success. Each accomplishment, no matter how small, reinforces positive behavior and increases motivation for future tasks. Enriched environment. Make spaces interesting. A stimulating environment can capture attention and reduce the likelihood of boredom or disruptive behavior. Boredom leads to acting out, so add books, toys, or activities. If a room is engaging, people are less likely to misbehave. A well-designed and stimulating environment can significantly reduce the occurrence of unwanted behaviors. These strategies are all about prevention, not punishment. By focusing on proactive measures, you create a more positive and supportive environment that fosters desirable behaviors. Think of them as your toolkit for making good behavior more likely. These tools provide you with a range of options to address different situations and promote positive outcomes. Whether you're a teacher, parent, or just want smoother days, these tools work. Start with small changes, like a dance before a meeting or a new book in the waiting room. Prevention is always better than a cure. The more engaging and supportive the environment, the fewer problems you'll see. Next, let's look at how timing and rewards play a role. Understanding the principles of reinforcement is key to shaping behavior effectively. Ready? Let's keep this party going. We've only just scratched the surface of these powerful tools. Time for more key concepts. Fixed time schedule, rewards or praise come at set intervals like every 5 minutes, predictable and steady. Variable time schedule. Rewards come at unpredictable times, keeping people engaged, like checking your phone for a surprise text. Both are ways to give positive attention not based on behavior, but on time. This leads us to non-contingent reinforcement, NCR, giving rewards just because, not as a response to behavior. If a child acts out for attention, give them attention regularly. They won't need to act out. Fill their attention tank before it runs dry. Now, restraint. Only used as a last resort for safety, never as a teaching tool. The goal is to use proactive strategies so restraint is never needed. All these tools help create safe, supportive environments. Be proactive, not reactive. Use timing and attention to prevent problems before they start. Let's see how NCR works in real life. Let's delve into non-contingent reinforcement, also known as NCR. It's a strategy that might sound a little counterintuitive at first, but stick with me. Think of it as the just because treat. It means giving someone what they want, not as a direct response to a specific action, but rather attention, that valuable commodity, a break from the routine, a chance to recharge, or access to a favorite toy, something they enjoy and find motivating. And here's the key. It's given on a schedule, proactively, not as a reward, a specific behavior. It's preventative, not reactive. The magic is in matching the reward to the behind the behavior. Understanding the function of the behavior is crucial for NCR to be effective. If a child acts out, constantly interrupting or seeking negative attention, chances are they're craving connection. So give them attention regularly, proactively, not just when they act out in disruptive ways. Schedule check-ins, offer praise, and make eye contact. For example, if Leo frequently shouts out in class for attention, disrupting the lesson and his classmates, his teacher sets a timer, a visual reminder for both of them. And she makes a point to give him positive attention, a thumbs up, a quick word of encouragement, a smile, every 3 minutes, regardless of what he's doing. Leo's attention tank stays full, consistently replenished throughout the day. And as a result, the shouting, the disruptive outbursts, gradually fades away. NCR isn't about ignoring needs or pretending they don't exist. It's about anticipating them, meeting them proactively, before those needs manifest as challenging behaviors. It's a respectful, positive, and ultimately more effective way to change behavior. The old way, with reactive reprimands and frustrated shouts, becomes unnecessary, replaced by a proactive approach. NCR transforms the classroom dynamic, shifting the focus from managing misbehavior to fostering a supportive and predictable environment. It's not about labeling a child as good or bad, or judging their inherent character. It's about understanding that all behavior is communication, and helping them get their needs met in a more appropriate and effective way. When you give the right thing, at the right time, and for the right reasons, everyone wins. The student feels supported, the teacher feels empowered, and the classroom becomes a more positive and productive learning environment. NCR is a simple yet powerful tool for positive change, a cornerstone of effective classroom management. Next, let's talk about the crucial element of timing and how to effectively schedule those just because moments. NCR works best when you get the timing right. You can start with a fixed time schedule and give the reward more often than the problem behavior happens. If Leo shouts every 4 minutes, give him attention every 3. This predictability helps the behavior fade quickly. Once things improve, switch to a variable time schedule. Rewards come at different intervals, but still often enough. This helps maintain good behavior and builds independence. The world isn't always predictable, so this prepares people for real life. Gradually, you can thin out the schedule until natural rewards are enough. It's a gentle way to build resilience and self-control. Consistency at first, then flexibility. That's the secret to lasting change. Now, let's examine another powerful strategy: teaching communication. Let's discuss functional communication training, or FCT. Many challenging behaviors are just people trying to communicate a need. FCT teaches a better, easier way to ask for what they want. First, figure out what the person is trying to get or avoid. Then, teach a simple, effective way to ask for it, like raising a hand, using a card, or saying a word. The new way must be easier than the old behavior. For Leo, instead of shouting, he learns to raise his hand for attention. When he does, the teacher responds right away. The key, the new communication must work as well as the old behavior. FCT is about empowering people to use their voice. It builds trust, connection, and success. Let's see how to teach these new skills. Teaching new communication skills depends on the person's abilities. It could be pointing to a picture, using a sign, pressing a button, or saying a word. The form doesn't matter, function does. For example, Maya rips her paper to escape math. With FCT, she learns to hand a break card to her teacher instead. At first, the teacher helps her use the card. This is called prompting. Each time Maya uses the card, she gets a break right away. Over time, the help fades and Maya uses the card independently. The goal is to replace challenging behavior with a simple, powerful request. As skills grow, communication can become more complex. FCT evolves with the person, opening up new ways to connect. It's about giving everyone a voice. Now, what if you don't know the reason for a behavior? Let's talk default interventions. Sometimes, you don't know why a behavior is happening, or you need a quick fix. That's where default interventions come in, simple strategies that work for many people. Enrich the environment, add toys, books, or activities to reduce boredom. Use behavioral momentum. Start with easy requests to build cooperation. These are good first steps, but not as effective as function-based strategies. If you use NCR for attention but the real issue is escape, it won't work. Default interventions are a starting point, not a solution. Restraint is a last resort safety measure, not a teaching tool. If you're using default or reactive strategies, it's a sign to dig deeper and find the real cause. Always aim to move from default to proactive function-based plans. Antecedent interventions aren't just about managing behavior, they're about changing lives. It's a shift from reacting to problems to preventing them with compassion and planning. These strategies enriched environments. FCT NCR help people thrive, not just behave. They reduce stress, build confidence, and create positive cycles of success. Anyone can use these tools, parents, teachers, or anyone wanting a kinder world. Next time you see a challenge, think what happened before and what can I change? All behavior is communication. Our job is to listen and teach a better way. By focusing on the before, we set the stage for everyone to shine. Help others be their best selves. That's what it's all about. Thanks for watching Go Out and Make a Difference. And that wraps up our journey through Chapter 26, Antecedent Interventions. Remember, changing what happens before a behavior can be just as powerful as changing what happens after. Whether it's modifying environments, clarifying expectations, or offering choices, small shifts can lead to big changes. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your study crew, and subscribe for more ABA deep dives. Until next time, keep learning, keep observing, and keep shaping the future of behavior.